I'm back at the Suburban today. I just actually attached a good battery to it, or actually a really big battery that I have normally on my Gravely L8 real high cranking amps. Here, I'll show you. Using that battery and throwing it on here, it started up literally like instantly with a little bit of starter fluid. So now I just need to get a battery that's as big as I can get and squeeze it in. So I got to find out, ask some people what they use for batteries for these HH120s. I want to basically try to squeeze in as big as I can get because that one right there won't fit. But it started right up, so I was excited. I got the belt fully adjusted and the parking brake fully adjusted, so it's working like it should. So now let's see if we can get the loader on it. Basically, to keep it from grinding, there was another video that somebody forwarded to me on Facebook that really explained how this belt should be tightened and how the pulley should be set up. So in this condition, it's 6.5 inches from the center to here, and then when you depress the pedal, it should be 4 3/8 from here to the center. So I adjusted that. I don't know if I'm exactly 4 3/8, but it's close. It's probably like 4.5, maybe 4 5/8, but it's close enough. It stops. So I adjusted that, then I adjusted the parking brake. So parking brake works. It goes into gear without grinding. The engine starts up. It still puffs some oil, so I think because when I measured it, it was only 9 thou over. It wasn't fully 10 thou. I was a little nervous of getting a 10 thou piston and putting it in. I probably could have, because it's still puffing out some smoke when you when the governor adjusts, when you hit the throttle or you depress the clutch or let the clutch out, I should say. So it does burn some oil still, but should be good enough just to get this going and try to get the loader on. So the plan is to drop the loader on it now and test it out. So let's go. Easy. Now let me just gotta throw in some washers, throw in some more bolts on the back side here, tighten up the bolts just so it doesn't, because I know I'm gonna want to try it out and I want to make sure everything's always secure before I use it. So let me put the bolts on and hopefully get the pump on. Hopefully the pump goes on pretty easy, so we'll see. Alright, basically, because of the whole steering issue from previous videos where, because I had to put, in order to get around the cross frame, I had to put the location for the steering in a different location so it has a shorter turning radius. I'm going to increase the cam on the tires to hopefully get me a little more steering, because when I test drove it this morning, it really has wide turns. So I want to see if I can just get a little bit more out of just tightening up these members. I adjusted one of the cams. I'll just adjust the other one later. Trying to figure out how I can get the battery close enough that these terminals can be used. Hopefully this is close enough, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, but we're gonna try it. All right, I just used a bungee cord to hold the battery on. Hopefully it's good enough. So, hey, let's give it a try. Yeah, baby. That was sweet. That was definitely sweet. Need to get the bucket on, just because I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna pinch something in that on that front the tip cylinder. So let me get the bucket out and see if I can mount that. I started it up to try to get the mounts tipped up, but the belt is slipping, so I got to somehow adjust the belt. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I got to adjust it. It's also leaking from a valve, from the on-off valve. I don't know if you can see it right there, right off the controller. There's a valve, on-off valve that segregates and splits the whether the pump is on pumping or not pumping, and then or if it does the auxiliary stuff as well, because there's a couple of auxiliary pipes. So gotta adjust that. it runs. The funny thing is, yeah, if you see that, let me take this off. I'm pretty psyched I got this far. This valve right here has to be in this position right here for it to start. That was a problem with it starting because it's put it in under load. So I have to switch it forward for it to basically put no load on it. The belt still slips, that's why I can't adjust it right now. It's still too, yeah, as you can see, that's way too loose. So, yeah, but that's a great progress today. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.